make sure to check out my Patreon where you can help support the channel. All right, we're going to start off with Tesla today. So today, you see it hit 1100 here earlier today. It bounced off. Here we're hitting it a second time. It's very likely going to break through either now or maybe later today. And once it breaks through this 1100, it's probably going to shoot up much higher. Take a look at this. On January the 3rd, Tesla hit 1200, right? Like I just said, whenever it hits round numbers like this, right? 1100, 1200, you're going to see some action. Tesla, the reason that we had this rise right here is because Tesla, at the beginning of the year, it was reported that it had much higher sales than expected. And it's like one of the best stocks to buy for 2022. The outlook is absolutely incredible. So this would cause anyone with a functioning brain to think that, of course, it's going to continue to go up higher, right? I had money in right here. I was several $1,000s up at this point right here, right? So I'm thinking, like, do I sell? Do I take this guaranteed profit, right? A few $1,000s. That's enough to take my wife and our dog on an amazing trip, right? It would pay for everything. Airfare, a rental car, hotels, food, activities. I could just cash in right there. Guaranteed amazing trip, right? Or I hold out and see if it goes higher. But of course, it shoots down. It's better to get 70% of what you want than 100% of nothing. So at this point, I was up thousands of dollars. I mean, I was greedy. You know, being greedy will actually cost you a lot of money. So don't be greedy. That's the main lesson of today. If there was ever a time to buy, it was right here because, of course, Tesla is going to come back up. That's a pretty much guarantee. So anything that you invest right here, it's just an absolute guaranteed profit. What's going to happen now? Well, one thing I always see with stocks and crypto and whatnot is here's the problem that you run into, right? Right here at 1200 is where it previously dipped, right? So what's going to happen when it hits 1200 again now, okay? Either one of three things is going to happen. Either one, people are going to sell lower than this point, right? They're so afraid. They know that last time when it hit here, that's where it went down. So they don't want it to get quite up to that point. So when it just approaches just shy of there, people are going to try to stay ahead of the pack, and they're going to sell off before that. So they're probably going to sell off like here, you know? So that's one possibility. Then, of course, the other possibility is that the exact same thing happens again, which you'll see that a lot. Like it's going to come back up to exactly 1200 again, and then people are going to sell off. You know, it's going to come back down. Or there's possibility number 3. This is the best case scenario, right? Which is just it breaks through again. You can kind of see this as a resistance point. We hit it here. We're coming back. We're going to hit it again a second time. If we break through that resistance, that's really good. Then it's going to shoot up because people are going to be wanting to buy in. They're going to be panic buying, trying to get in on that action. Because at this point, nobody knows exactly how high it's going to go. It's unknown territory. Here's my number one advice for anybody doing stock or crypto. Like, this is a perfect example, right? Let's take Tesla. If there was ever a stock that you can depend on, that you know has real value and real potential under it, and people really believe in it, there's nothing better than Tesla, right? So if Tesla, after announcing that it's the stock to buy, and that it's only going to go up for here in 2022, and it had record numbers, if Tesla can shoot down after that news, then that means that can happen with literally anything, especially with crypto, because crypto doesn't have any real value behind it like a stock does. You know, it's all based on public sentiment. The only way that you're ever going to get a guaranteed profit off of any of this is to buy in at a point like here. You wait a whole year if you have to. Wait 2 years, 6 months, 3 months. Wait as long as it takes until you get something that you're watching like Tesla that has a newsworthy drop. Okay, this is what you want. You want to turn on the news and everyone's panicking and saying, oh my God, Tesla is tanking. That's what you hold out for. Be patient and wait for that moment. Because if you wait for that moment, that's when you're going to get your guaranteed return up. So whatever you invest in down here, it's going to go back up and you're going to make a huge profit. Everything else you do, like whether you buy in here or wherever else, anywhere else, you know, you're leaving it up to chance. You don't know what's going to happen. If you want a guaranteed profit, you have to wait for that newsworthy drop and you have to buy in here. When you do get that newsworthy drop, if you look at it, it initially just went down to here, right? It didn't even hit. You thought this was the bottom here, but really this was going to be the bottom. So what I would also suggest is you never put all your money in at any one level. Right? You put a chunk in here Don't get me wrong, you put a nice chunk in, but you save some of it in case it goes lower down to here. So then you can buy in even more. That way you win no matter what. So if it goes down more while other people are freaking out, you're like, yes, I get an even better discount. And then when it shoots back up, you sell. But here's another tip, right? Don't sell everything. Sell just half of it. That way you get a guaranteed profit on the way up. So if it goes up even higher, hey, you still got half your money in. You're good. And if it goes back lower, you've already sold half of it, so you already made a guaranteed profit. This is the only strategy that I've encountered after all my experience and research that's guaranteed. Everything else, you're leaving it up to chance. All right, so let's take a look at Shiba Inu. Finally, it's coming back up. I just can't believe it. We've just been watching SHIB go down, 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 and finally, we're coming up again, guys. This is really good. Really good. I would say now is the time to buy, because if you look at the, let's zoom out here to a year. Look at this. We've been coming down now for quite a while, right? But look what just happened. We just hit this right here. That's the end of our falling wedge pattern. That completes it. You know what's coming next? Move upwards. So I would say right here, now's the time to buy. If you're holding out, now this is it. This is the moment you waited for. We're gonna see a nice retrace, and as you see, I mean, it's already started. What are we at just for today? 15% up in a day. Yeah, that's beautiful. Couple of points I want to make today about Dogecoin are, everybody was saying how Dogecoin was going to hit $1 by the end of 2021. Oh, it's guaranteed. It's going to go into the moon. It's going to hit $1. It's a guarantee. Blah, 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 blah. Everybody was saying that. It was ridiculous. And look where we're at, guys. 16 cents. Huh? 16 cents. What happened to the dollar we were going to hit? Huh? This just goes to show that no one knows what they're talking about. Look at the chart. Look at the graph. That tells you everything you need to know. I mean, I'm looking at this, right? And everybody, when this is happening, when it's just going down, 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 everybody's like, oh, it's going to go up. It's going to go to the moon. And I'm looking at it like it's just going down. What are they talking about? It's just going down and down and down. Now it's just going sideways. Then you have people that were saying that it was going to go all the way down to 5 cents. No, we're not at 5 cents. So everybody was wrong. That's my takeaway, is that literally everybody was wrong about this. And the point is, as I just demonstrated with Tesla, is that anything can happen, right? It can go up, it can go down. It doesn't matter what's good, what's bad, whatever. Like, anything can happen at any time. If you want the guaranteed money, that's what we're all here, right? We're all here to get that guaranteed profit. And the only way that I've come across is you wait for that newsworthy drop, right? A drop that's so big, you turn on the news that everyone is freaking out. That's when you're like, yes, this is it. Then you load in, you wait for the retrace back up, and then you sell. Anything else other than that, guys, you're gambling. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video. Please remember, again, check out my Patreon. I'll see you next time.